What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss this Saturday's co-main event in the PFL versus Bellator card. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly to help the channel grow. Alright guys, getting right into it, we got Jonny Eblen taking on Impa Kasanganay for the middleweight PFL versus Bellator championship belt. You got Jonny Eblen 14-0. Just a complete wrecking ball. A locomotive who's just nobody has been able to stop yet. This freight train who's just been on this relentless pursuit, running over guys like Fabian Edwards, the ultimate veteran in Gegard Mousasi, and shows no sign of slowing down, right? I mean, his fight against Tokov was a little bit, like toe-to-toe, but a guy like Eblen, he has all the attributes of a star, right? He's got the wrestling, he's got the striking, he's able to mix it up, he's just so fluid with it, right? I like the fact that he's always going for the finish. He might not always find it, but he crushes his opponents. The way that he smothers his opponents, it's really something to behold. And with him going out there and getting this other belt and this other title fight, I'm really curious if he's even going to test the waters within the UFC. I feel like he's kind of been teasing that a little bit lately. But against Impa, I think this is interesting because what Kasanganay's been able to do since he's left the UFC, if you guys remember, his original claim to fame was that unfortunate loss to that jump spinning back kick against Joaquin Buckley, were one of the greatest knockouts of all time, unfortunately at Impa's expense. He had the win over Sasha Palatnikov, but then he got knocked out by Carlson Harris. He had the split decision loss over Eagle FC against the Russians, so I mean, really, to be fair, I don't remember the fight. I remember watching that event, but I don't remember the fight, so I'm not really going to make comment on that. But since then, I mean, he's rattled off 6 straight victories, 4 finishes over guys like Jared Gooden, beat Corey Hendricks, and some other guys who I don't really know who they are. Tim Karan, Martin Hamlin. I know Martin Hamlin, okay. And Josh Silveira. I mean, so Impa, he hasn't had the highest level of opposition since leaving the UFC, but he's definitely built himself a really nice win streak. So to go against Jonny Eblen, this is a real true test to see where Impa stands and where he's grown since leaving the UFC. And for Jonny, man, I think that he's been teasing going to the UFC. I really do think he is that good. His teammates talk about how good he is. And I think if he runs through Impa, I'm not really sure what his contract looks like right now, and with PFL buying Bellator, I'm not really sure what he's going to do moving forward. But I'd definitely like to see Jonny Eblen testing the waters in the UFC in the near future. But that's going to do it for today, guys. I got Jonny Eblen probably getting the victory by just absolute smothering domination over Impa Kasanganay. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you guys think Impa's going to get the victory, or is Jonny Eblen going to keep that 0 in the loss column? Love to hear your guys' thoughts. That's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.